Gerard Sarrazin wins the T1 stage for Toyota, but it's Carlos Souza for Mitsubishi who is still leading the T1 marathon category overall here in 11th. In the truck race, Johan Peter Reif for Hino leading the truck battle, in which one of the Tatras has gone out today. And a second stage win in the bikes for Terry Magnaldi of KTM. But he stays in 17th overall after earlier problems. And it's Stefan Petterhansel of Yamaha who wins his. Takes third on the special, but stays ahead of Jordi Arcarons, who loses more time. And during the programme, we join Britain's John Deacon on board. Well, leaving Agadez, the stage goes back west through the Sahara, through the Anu Mekren Wadi to Oklan, a bivouac in the middle of nowhere. It's all off-piste, there's no plane mechanics, and it's going to be GPS satellite navigation all the way. Well, let's have a look to see what happened today, Monday, in the bikes. 45 out of the 127 bikers already out of the rally, as Stefan Petterhansel meets up with one of the locals. Now here in Niger, silver crosses are used as local money, but they also put a lot of store by good luck charms. And this gentleman hands Petterhansel a good luck charm to help him on his way in the remaining 7 days of the Dakar Rally.
Donner les gris-gris contre les accidents. Oui, j'aime ça.
C'est un porte-bonheur?
C'est important. C'est les gris-gris, c'est très important.
Ah bon?
Oui.
Faut que je porte avec moi tout le temps.
Very important for you, says our friend. And Stefan takes it with thanks.
Merci. Merci. Au revoir.
Man who's led the rally since its start, and just look what he gets in return. A very proud man as Stefan Petterhansel, 4 wins behind him, a 5th perhaps coming up this week, starts the stage. He won Saturday's 8th stage, so he starts today's 9th stage out front. Petterhansel at speed on the Yamaha France entry, the Yamaha twin KTM opposition, of course. Only singles and a little bit slower. This is Carlos Sotelo on his Cagiva, another stage winner so far in the event, 5th on the special today and 16th overall as he kicks up the Fesh across this part of the Tenere Desert. Well, we then picked up Jimmy Lewis on board his KTM. He's American, and just listen to this.
Today GPS is pretty important because when you get around some of those villages, the trail wanders around. You gotta use your GPS heading to get yourself out of town.
Well, Jimmy Lewis, 6th on the special, 4th overall. Just ahead of this man, David Castor on his Yamaha, 2nd on the special and 5th overall, as Oscar Gallardo on the Cagiva gives chase in 3rd position overall. But Terry Magnaldi sweeping through on the stage to win the stage, 4 minutes 57 seconds ahead of Castera, but still 7 hours 25 minutes back from Petterhansel. Well, some of today's images as they pick their way through the scrub and the tundra in between the dunes. Well, Terry Magnaldi coming in to win the stage today. but no chance of making up time after those engine and clutch problems early in the rally. Peter Hansel finishes the stage, so does Geordie Archerons, but a big bonus now for British fans. John Deacon, the Plymouth KTM rider, we picked him up on board. He's 23rd overall at the moment, and we listen to his commentary as he races across the desert.
Shit. Okay, can you hear me? I'll put on a bit of a show then, eh? Yeah, it's really important for me to keep my concentration at the moment and not let my mind... Whoa, here we go, here we go. Not let my mind think of other things because whoa, here we go. See, anything Stefan can do, so can I. Except he doesn't get lost with the navigation shit.
Anything Stefan can do, so can I. Well, wonderful pictures. I hope John's family's watching tonight in Plymouth, and so is sponsor Nick Ashley and Beams. A great job by Britain's leading runner on this year's Dakar. Here are the two Yamaha riders together, Stefan Peter Hansel and David Castera, side by side across the desert. Terry Magnaldi, Geordie Archerons, and then finally they reach a bivouac in Auckland, a chance to take a bit of a rest. Believe me, all you want to do after 283 kilometers of racing at speeds in excess of 100 kilometers an hour is get down off the bike. Well, confirmation of today's bike rankings. There we are, Terry Magnaldi, David Castera, Stefan Peter Hansel, Oscar Gallardo and Carlos Sotelo on the stage. Quick news on our other British entries: Ian Graham, KTM 41st, Adrian Lappin, CCM 49th, Vinnie Fitzsimon 61st, and Nick Fair in 65th place. Those are the Irish and British riders still going strong. We've only lost 1 out of our 6 entries on the Dakar. Keep it up, boys. Well, a chance to look at one of the somewhat different entries on the Dakar. This is the Polaris Quad of Belgium's Roland Hubacker. Sunday was his 37th birthday, and he's been putting GPS waypoints in the names of his daughter Laura and Morgan. Well, this is the most difficult part, he said, because with the engine we've already done half the rally. We've got 500 or 600 kilometers a day to go on it. And we have to always go to the left or to the right, up and down, never ever straight. And here's one of the problems for him. Well, it's 5 times on the Dakar on a motorbike, 5 times in a car and twice in a truck. Well, this is my first quad entry. He said in '93 he had a bad accident when a Citroen came over a dune and almost lost his arm when the Citroen wheel caught him, as well as face and chest injuries. The driver didn't stop. He was repatriated for surgery and now has restricted movement of his arm, so that's why he's riding a quad. Well, when I get to the finish of each stage, it was the middle of the night, there were dunes to pass, using a lot of navigation, I was tired, I couldn't go on. This was last night he was talking about as they came into the rest day. I couldn't see anything, I was only thinking of my daughters, and I went on thinking about them, and it helped me to continue.
Mes filles étaient devant moi là, et en fait on dit toujours que c'est un papa qui doit aider ses filles et tout ça. Et là, je dois dire franchement que c'est eux qui m'ont aidé parce que, excusez-moi, c'est un peu là.
So happy to still be running.
C'est grâce à eux, je les voyais toujours devant moi. Et ils me disaient, allez, il faut y arriver, quoi, c'est ça.
Getting very emotional about his daughters. Well, a quad has never finished in the 19 years of the Dakar, and Roland wants to be the first. Hubeka started this morning 72nd of the 73 runners, but he's still going, and he's determined to set a new record. It's not only him, but France's Daniel Giroud is also running a Yamaha quad, and he at the moment is slightly ahead of him in 63rd overall, as we see Hubeka setting out on this morning's stage, well equipped for anything that comes. Well, here is Daniel Giroud, in fact, on the Yamaha. We salute these magnificent men on their flying machines. As the quads race off into the distance, we'll take a short break. Make sure you stay on Eurosport as we look at what happened to the cars after the break. Welcome back to Eurosport, welcome back to the Dakar, and this is, as we said earlier, day 10, special stage 9 of the Dakar Rally. Well, Jean-Pierre Fontenay asked, so was it good to have the rest day yesterday? He said, well, no, I don't really like it. It's good for the bikers, of course, but for the... maybe the guys are at the back of the field, but not for the leaders like us. It's not good for concentration to stop for a day. I personally would prefer to do the whole 18 days non-stop. Kenjiro Shinizuka.
It's easy to concentrate this morning?
Yes. After the last day, it's I think better for concentration.
The men who at the moment first and second in the rally, differing views on the rest day. Shino starting as leader this morning, having led for the last 3 days. In the Mitsubishi entry, the first Japanese man perhaps to win the Dakar coming up. Who knows over the next few days. It wasn't going to be today, though. As we see pictures of Hiroshi Masuoka in the Mitsubishi Challenger, just ploughing through the landscape. Well, it's a mixed day for everybody today. Fontenay third on the special. And unbeknown to him at this moment, he was about to move into the lead of the Dakar Rally. Duarte Geddes in the Nissan, 10th on the special and 12th overall. And this is Maurizio Traglio on board his Nissan, 9th today and 7th overall. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Abbiamo continue variazioni di terreno. Questo per esempio è un terreno poco consistente, sembra molto duro, in realtà appena la superficie viene...
A lot of track variations, he's told us. It seems very soft, but in fact it's very hard.
La visibilità è nulla se è davanti un veicolo.
When we jump and the wheels hit the ground again, it gives me a very exciting feeling.
Bene, meno male.
Cambiamo di cap.
Visibility, they say, is nil in front of the car in 7 kilometers. The very fast tracks will start. Well, they are very, very fast. We'll just keep going. Carlos Souza, Mitsubishi T1 leader for Mitsubishi in 11th overall. And behind him, Gerard Salazan, the T1 winner today. He's 16th overall, but of course ahead on the stage. And again, Shinizuka and Fontenay fighting out the lead of the rally, perhaps against the wishes of team manager Ulrich Bremer, but not at the moment against team orders. Now, these cars have been rebuilt during the rest day, new suspensions, chassis modifications, everything checked over, and they are now obviously in peak form. But of course the big news was all happening behind them. And here it was, Jutta Kleinschmidt becomes the first lady ever to win a stage on the Dakar Rally. Still in 6th overall, 34-year-old Munich lady Jutta Kleinschmidt lives in Monaco now in her Schlesser original Seat V6 Power. Does the job. She arrives at the final checkpoint and confirmation that she has won the stage. Won it by 4 minutes, 36 seconds.
Bonjour. Comment s'est passée la course?
Oh, we make a fantastic race today. I think it was very fast and we are very happy because I think we make a very good time. So
You're very happy?
yes, very, very happy. Just, if we really make the scratch today, I'm not sure, but if it's like that, it's fantastic.
A big day for you.
Yes, very big. First time I make a scratch and then into Dakar. Woo!
So well done, Jutta Kleinschmidt and Bouter as they take that stage 9 win. Well, Dick Partridge and Keith Parker of Ipswich in their Isuzu Trooper starting 92nd this morning of the 102 still running. Have no news at this stage yet because people are still arriving, but hopefully tomorrow we will tell you where he is. Brunesabi, Fontenay, Shinazuka and Masaoka all lining up behind Kleinschmidt, but Fontenay, the other big news, takes the lead back from Shinazuka, but look, by just 17 seconds after 9 days of racing. Brunesabi still 8 minutes back, but anything could happen to those two in front in his Mitsubishi teammate members.
Oh, the race was good. We didn't go too fast because we didn't need, and so we take care about all the big dangers of the off-road, and we are very happy now to know that Utah is in front. And in the scratch today, we are very happy for that.
Pour notre part, eh bien, on a fait
Henry Mania, Shinazuka's co-drivers, and we now talk to Brunesabi. So we had a problem with the rear of the car. We've had to go carefully and reduce the speed a little. So we've arrived safely together, but just wanted to check everything was all right.
Donc on termine assez groupé. Je le reprends un petit peu. Jean-Pierre aussi en reprend sur Shinozuka. Je pense que ça resserre encore donc les trois voitures de tête.
Salvador Servia, Spanish Nissan driver, said, well, it's very good today. It was a very easy stage. All the time we were going straight. All the time it was very fast.
È stata una speciale, direi che nel complesso molto
rapida. Was very soft.
Il problema nostro era che forse avevamo un eccessivo gonfiaggio pneumatici e dunque nella
Italian driver telling us
era molto molle, abbiamo sofferto un po'.
Well, speed was limited, the car wasn't at 100%, but it was a transition stage and no problems for us. Well, look at some of the logistics behind the Dakar. There's always accidents, always mishaps, always people needing attention. And the Terry Sabine organisation, now run by Hubert Oriol, since the death of Terry Sabine himself in a helicopter crash on the event in 1986, is well equipped to deal with any incident on the route. There are 35 doctors, there's a mobile hospital set up every day in the bivouac, there's 2 medical helicopters, there are 4 medical quick intervention vehicles and a Fokker Friendship hospital aeroplane. Doesn't help the pain, but it makes it just that much easier to bear. Well, one of the French doctors tells us our team's in charge of many different problems. We have to reduce pain and swelling and then get the drivers transferred to a centre for better equipment.
¿Entiendes? Porque de alguna manera ellos quieren tener la
Il y a deux types donc de.
Well, this gentleman telling us there's 2 types of illness here. Mainly there's gastroenteritis, headaches,
mal de tête, etc.
non-injurious pains, and then you have numerous falls with knocks, bangs everywhere, people with bruises, people with cuts. Women doctors as well. As the lady doctor tells us, well, certainly a lot of people just come to talk. They need to talk. They come with another pretext at first, but they start to talk, and maybe their injury is not bad enough really to need medical attention, but they just want to talk to someone, get some reassurance, because the rally is a long, long rally. Well, that's some of the stories behind the medical side of the rally, but here's another story. The child in Niger fell into a campfire. She's been burned, and Terry Sabine reassuring her parents they're going to take her, Hubertorial rather, not Terry's been reassuring her they're going to take her to a local hospital and get her transported back for medical attention in Agadez, all part of the spirit of the Terry Sabine organization. What's happening on the trucks? Well, let's have a look. Just 9 trucks of the 55 have fallen out so far, many of them, of course, running on tarmac roads, so it's not such a problem for them. Well, we're on board with truck leader Johann Peter Reif, the Austrian, in his Japanese entered Hino. What we don't see today is that Milanovic Koreni is out, the man who was running second for Tatra. He is out of the rally, which means that Carol Leprez, 3-times winner, is now moved up into second place for Tatra. Here is the Hino of Reif at speed across this long, long section today from Agadez up to Oklan. But here comes Carol Leprez, the man from Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic as it now is, a man who has won this 3 times, and he's looking for another victory. Can he doing about those people in front of him? Well, Joseph Pettit running third for Hino, man we've seen quite a lot of over the last few days, so he also hoping to improve on his position. Well, what happens tomorrow? Well, we're leaving Niger and we go back into Mali as they head back toward our rally. And today, front-running KTM rider Terry Magnaldi out of the rally as the second engine blows. Stefan Petter-Hansel still leading for Yamaha by 1 hour 27 minutes. Portugal's Duarte Guedes, the special stage winner for Nissan. It's Nissan's, Portugal's and his first ever on the Dakar. But Gerard Sarrazin rolls his factory Toyota and it burns out. Fortunately, they're unharmed. With Jean-Pierre Fontenay still leading the event for Mitsubishi, and his teammate Kenjiro Shinizuka second by 6 minutes and 5 seconds. It's that close after 10 stages. Johann Peter Reif, Hino Ranger, still leading the trucks, but Carol Leprez for Tatra may be out tonight. Let's have a look back at what happened yesterday on Special Stage 9. 315 kilometers from Agadez going west to Oklan. Still inside Niger, the 3rd day in Niger, and the shortened stage was won historically by Jutta Kleinschmidt in the Schlesser buggy. Seat V6 power, and it really was a red letter day for the Munich lady. Jutta supported by Eurosport, of course, and meanwhile behind are Kenjiro Shinizuka and Jean-Pierre Fontenay fighting out the lead of this 19th Dakar rally. No Mitsubishi team orders at the moment, but I'm sure they're going to be coming in the next couple of days. Maurizio Strugo in his Mitsubishi, 7th on the special and 8th overall. But also Mitsubishi mounted, Carlos Souza continues to lead the T1 marathon class. Peter Reif in the Hino, 20th on the special yesterday, an amazing 20th out of all those entries, and in 34th place overall leading the truck race. Stefan Petter-Hansel can nothing stop him, he's just increasing his lead further and further to 1 hour 27 minutes over Jordi Arcarons. Arcarons, of course, KTM, which is a single, and the Yamaha a twin. This is Jean de Azevedo of Brazil. He was 20th on the stage yesterday on his KTM. And Jürgen Meyer of Germany, 8th overall. Here he is, he's European Enduro champion. Jean Brucy going through, 12th overall, and he's leading the experimental class on his KTM. Well, the road to Auckland is one that seems to go nowhere. There is no piste today, and the Schlesser support truck arrives at the Auckland bivouac, so Jutta can tell her driver there that she's won the special.
Elle a roulé comme une bête.
But he can't quite believe it.
C'est la première fois qu'il y a une nana qui signe sur le Dakar.
Vas-y.
So it's all been worthwhile. Jutta thanks her crew at the Auckland bivouac. But her partner Jean-Louis Schlesser's not there. He's in Agadez because he's now team manager after he rolled out of the event on stage 9, and he is moved to tears.
Ah putain, j'arrive pas à y croire. C'est géant.
He's so pleased. He says that hopefully will put an end to all the doubters about Jutta's talents. The TV transmissions about her going out from Agadez all over the world, of course, including here to Eurosport. And once the satellite phone's up and running, Jutta phones Jean-Louis from Auckland.
Much better, much better. How you set the car, it was perfect. It works much better. The car is much more quiet in the corners, so it's nice to drive. Very good.
So now you have to take it easy, eh?
Yes, I know.
You understand, eh? Now, but you know what I mean. Because now we have this, what we want, and the rest we have to make it good.
Yeah, that's very good. You have a good car. This was for you, the victory, okay? This was for you, the victory, okay?
So a historic day for the Dakar and for Jutta Kleinschmidt, and Hubert Auriol proudly announcing her win at the briefing early this morning. After the break, we'll be back to take a look at what happened today on Special Stage 10.
Back to the Dakar Rally with Mitsubishi Motors Corporation.
We're back on Eurosport, back on the Dakar with myself, Mark Coe, looking at day 11, Tuesday, January the 14th, Auckland, Niger to Kidal in Mali. Special stage 10, 537 kilometers. So a lot of navigation, 400 kilometers totally off-piste, no mechanics, and it's a massed start for all of the 73 bikers remaining out of the 127 who originally started. The only mass start so far in the rally, perhaps another one coming up as they get back to Dakar. But this is Terry Nanaldi on his KTM, 17th when they left this morning, and twice a stage winner. He won Special Stage 5, Timbuktu to Gao, and Special Stage 9, Agadez to Auckland, but had engine problems on day 6. But this man, Stefan Peter Hansel, on the number 1 bike, and number 2, Jordi Arcarons, no problems for them, first and second. Peter Hansel's led from the start, 4 times a Dakar winner. This is Carlos Sotelo on the Kajiva. He's 16th this morning, and our helicopter timed him at 112 miles an hour at this point. That is mighty impressive. David Castera on the Yamaha starting 5th this morning. Peter Hansel's back up. Still looking at Arcarons and Sotelo. Again, Sotelo on the 19 Kajiva, 3rd on the special, and he moves up to 14th overall. Well, Terry Magnaldi already delayed on the rally by an engine problem, trying to make up ground now desperately.
s'arrache de plus en plus. Je sais pas ce qu'il y a. Un peu inquiet.
Well, this is Terry Magnaldi we've just picked up. You can hear him talking about the desert conditions. Jordi Akerons, he gets into the refueling point, leading the stage at this moment, and he's got a new engine in the bike, which explains why he's going so quickly. And Jordi said, well, the stage today is a little like a motocross race, like it used to be when I was a child, riding on long straights, and it's very, very fast. Stefan Peterhansel being refueled, as he tells us it was the navigator's stage today. We used the GPS satellite navigation system all the way. I was able to follow some of the car tracks. And I don't think I've gone going to finish that much ahead, but it's been a very, very fast race today. Well, Terry Magnaldi, big problems. The KTM rider, twice a stage winner, has stopped with a second broken engine, and there's no more allowed. This is at the 455-kilometer point, he's telling us. He said we went in an area of stones, the bike stopped, and I couldn't get it started again. I tried to get some of the gas, oil and water and start it up again, but it broke again later. So now I'm afraid that's it. I'm going to have to give up. It's all over. A quick shot of Magnaldi before he broke the bike. Hubatorio arriving at the point where he stopped. Magnaldi said, well, I'm not going to wait for assistance truck because there's no point. I can't change the engine again. We're only allowed 2 engines, and I've given up. Well, let's go on board with Jürgen Meyer. Several times European Enduro champion, really enjoying his Dakar. Riding one of these KTM singles, 42% of the entry started on these KTMs, and quite a lot are out already. Norbert Schilcher on the KTM here, 13th on the special, and 10th overall. That's the number 27 bike, and Oscar Gallardo right behind him. He's 4th on the special, and 3rd overall today, going through the picture now. Yamaha's David Castera, 5th on the special, and he stays in 5th place overall. Great ride by the young Frenchman, only 21 years old. And today's 10th stage winner, Jordi Akerons, is the first man to win a stage, other than Peterhansel's 6 wins, Magnaldi's 2, and 1 for Sotelo. Akerons saying, I'm happy to win the stage, but it's only a partial victory. At the end, there was a lot of desert, much wind, and a lot of navigation. And, well, that's it. Stefan Peterhansel said it was seemed strange being straight all day today. There was a lot of navigation. Kept having to look down at the GPS system, and then you have to look up at the road pretty quick. So I wasn't absolutely sure if I was going in the right direction. There was a lot of suspense today, but as you can see, we made it, and we're here. And Peterhansel 2nd on the special, building up that lead to 1 hour 27 minutes over Akerons. Well, Japanese Ando Hideaki on the KTM out of time. He's arguing with the time control, but the stewards will have to decide tonight. Man who rides with an Ayrton Senna replica helmet. Well, news of the Britons, John Deacon, KTM, 21st on the special today and 23rd overall tonight. He's moved up a place because of the retirement of Magnaldi. And KTM's Ian Graham, the Carrickfergus fish and chip shop owner, 46th on the special and 39th overall today. So those two doing well. And the Irish, bad news, Vinnie Fitzsimmons out on the CCM. He was 61st this morning, but he is out today. And Adrian Lapin on the CCM, Nick Fair on the Honda. They are respectively 51st and 57th on the specials and 46th and 60th overall tonight. So it's still 4 of the 6 British and Irish bike riders in the rally. Akerons winning that stage today from Peterhansel, Sotelo, Gallardo and David Castera. Let's have a look at the overall standings then. Well, there's no change. He's led the rally right from the start. Yamaha France's #1 rider, Stefan Peterhansel, the professor, the Schumacher of the desert. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and have a look, see how the cars got on the Dakar today. Sport, you're back on the Dakar.